Whew. All right, class. I am sorry for being late, but Billy, hey, quiet back there. All right. Anyway, class, today we are going to be watching a video on Billy. Are you writing a note? No, no. Don't you lie to me. Read it in front of the class right now. Why do we have to have the boring gamer teacher? I want the hot new teacher. Did you see what she was? Okay, stop. Sit down. All right, class, just for that, you have homework on this video. Nani? Don't you nanny me. This is all on Billy. All right, so you have to A, watch this video on our review of the year 5 for the Dokkan anniversary, and you have to write a comment down below in the video about how you rank it. Sensei, nani? No, too late. You want to blame somebody, blame Billy. He was the one talking and writing notes in the back of the class there. Can we get extra credit? No, you don't get extra credit. You can get extra credit by hitting the like button and sub. Majikayo. All right, now, take out your pencils. Let's begin. What is going on, everyone? TallenV back here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the year 5 celebration as a whole, and we are going to be comparing it to the year 4 celebration. And even on the side of that, we're going to be looking at the 300 million download celebration, because for some reason a lot of people are calling this current celebration like garbage and it's the worst ever that they've seen. And it's like, I'll admit there are definitely some things I think that could have been handled differently, but overall it's not that big of a difference, maybe depending on what type of player you are, okay? So what I want to do is I want to go through the year 4 stuff, then we're going to go into the year 5 stuff and compare those, and then I want to go into the 300 million download stuff, okay? Now, of course, if you happen to be part of this class and you want to get some extra credit and everything, then make sure you go down to the comments below and you leave your comments about which celebration you like the most, or rank them. 4, 5, and 300 million downloads. Rank them however you want to, okay? And of course, if you want some extra credit, make sure you hit that sub button and that like button as always. So, all right, anyway, let's start off with the year 4 celebration, okay? So starting off, we had the free-to-play Giru, and we had the B-Pan that would Dokkan Awaken into an LR, right? She's been in the game for many years, and then she was finally able to go up to an LR, which was really cool. Had the very first active skill with voices, and so that was really cool. And then on top of that, we also had the Hercules stage, which was, I believe, you could complete some missions every day for once a day, and you got some anniversary tickets. So it was really cool. Okay, nice little way to start it off. So again, you had B-Pan and Giru. You had the, basic year 4 Goku that we get with every celebration. Okay, that's not too bad. And then this Trunks was from the year 4 ticket banner, because every year we've had like the year 3 banner, the year 4 banner, year 5 banner. In terms of those anniversary tickets, you get one every day, or maybe even 2 every day if you count the missions. And then you could either save them all up, or you could do just a single or a couple of singles every single day. Maybe get lucky, but this Trunks everyone pretty much has if you're played during the year 4 celebration, all right? So use this in SR, a decent support unit, but overall not too bad, okay? Let's get into some real details now about what actually came after that, though. And first off, we're going to be starting with the Extreme Z battle of the Goku Jr. This guy has been free to play in the game since year 3, and then we were able to get him into his EZA and get him up to level 140 and all that fun stuff. Got some major needed boosts and everything, and it was really cool to see that, right? So that was, again, 30 free stones for everybody, so that was really cool, all right? So then we got the big LR banners themselves along with the 2 stages, which is, of course, were the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, all right? So then on top of that, you also had the Super Saiyan 2 Goku, the old one that's been in the game for quite a while. He got a Dokkan Awaken finally. AGL Trunks finally got one. And then these year 3 characters, the Goku, the Vegeta, the Majin Vegeta, and the AGL Goku here, all got Dokkan Awakenings as well with the Rebirth link. Okay, so far that's what we had for year 4, all right? Then on top of that, you had obviously a bunch of story events coming back and everything, like any kind of celebration usually does. Then we got some new ones. We got a new Dragon Ball GT Shadow Dragon Saga one. So this is where you got the Vegeta Jr., and then on top of that, Vegeta Jr. had his own EZA. So again, that's another 30 stones right there. You get to, again, farm them up right there. Okay, so that's 2 free-to-play units coming back are starting out in this, okay? Because we're gonna have the Giru, okay, and then we had the Vegeta Jr. And then we also had this Dragon Ball event where you had to collect the Dragon Balls once a day, and then they cracked and became the Shadow Dragons, and then we had to go out and find them. I want to go find them in the event. And then we were able to use this. We got like, I think we got one wish or something like that, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, so there's, again, Vegeta Jr., he got his EZA. We got the Virtual Dokkan class, the GT Special Edition. That's normal stuff. We got that with Year 5 as well. We did get a new LR, though. We got LR Oob, who, to this day, I still say if you are saving up your Battlefield points, orbs, currency, whatever you want to call it, definitely grab a couple of copies of this guy. He's easily worth it. I rainbowed him. He's absolutely amazing. Then we had the TOP banner, the very first one in the game for JP, where we had both the Int Trio, the GT Trio, and then the LR BB2. So that was really cool right there. Then we had the Easy Battle, which was basically the raid with the Omega Shenron. So that was really cool. And then we had this one where we completed all of these missions to defeat Shadow Dragons, which just then unlocked this raid, because that's where you fought Omega Shenron. So, because again, you're fighting like Shin and all those other guys, and then you did the raid, right? And then this is actually how we got this EZA, or not an EZA, sorry, we got the TUR of this GT Kid Goku Spirit Bomb, who was, funny enough, the Shadow Dragon Saga category leader. So that was really cool right there. And then I believe that was it, because then this gets down into the Kid Goku stuff, and that brought along with it the Goku Dokkan Awakening into LR Arale and everything like that. Now, the one thing I didn't do was I didn't go over like how many stones we got and everything. I know people have calculated it over on the Reddit, so you can literally type into Google, Dokkan Year 4 stone total, and some Reddit thread will pop up, and it's going to tell you exactly how many. If I remember off the top of my head, I think it was around 1,000 or so. I'm taking a wild guess. Like, if you include all of the EZAs, all of the free stones given out during login every single day, the daily missions, the actual normal missions and everything like that, I think it was around that. Don't quote me on that personally, because I don't particularly pay attention to that just over the course of it, but I know some people will. So if that is something that will determine if the anniversary is good or bad for you, again, down in the comments below, tell us why and all that kind of fun stuff, all right? So other than that, then we obviously had the usual missions that we have during every celebration. And I remember they were, if I remember correctly, they were pretty generous, I think. We had part 1 and part 2 missions, and we got some decent stones and everything. So overall, I think a lot of people can agree Year 4 was a pretty good year in terms of celebration and content and everything. So that was really nice. All right. So now let's go ahead and compare this to Year 5. So I'm going to scroll back up here, and we're gonna go step by step, and we're gonna take a look at it. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to say, actually, we'll get into that in a bit. Okay. First off, okay. So Year 5 starts off. All right. We have the free-to-play Zamas. We have the skill orbs, or the equipment essentially. We have Boss Rush returning. We have Infinite Dragon Ball History event returning. We have the Frieza stage coming here. And then we got the free-to-play Vegeta Kid and then the Kid Broly. Okay? So, again, Zamas. So, these are 3 free-to-play characters at the very, very beginning. I'm not even talking about, like, potential EZAs or anything like that yet. Okay? So, 3 free-to-play units at the beginning of the game compared to the... I guess we'll count that? Sure. Why not? Let's go and count this. 1 LR, a free-to-play unit. That's 2. Okay? And then, so, again, we get 3 here. Again, if you technically will count the, the Goku Jr. because of his EZA and everything like that being a 3rd unit, fine, if maybe you didn't have him, but most people have had him, okay? And then the skill orb is completely new, so that's something completely new right there. Both Boss Rush and Infinite Dragon Ball History event did not come back during the Year 4 celebration. However, if you want to, you can kind of actually balance those out, because what you can say is that, oh, well, we got the EZA here for the Goku Jr., so that's kind of the same as the Boss Rush, right? That at least that's personally how I see it. Now, I am going to say this right out the front right now as we continue on through this. I am knocking a couple of points off because of not getting a traditional EZA. I wanted to see somebody get an actual traditional EZA, not to mention the fact that it's nice to get the orbs and the stones and everything. But again, natural EZAs, I personally easily prefer over easy areas. All right, that's just my personal opinion. If you disagree with me or you agree with me, again, comments down below. All right. So anyway, moving forward though, and then the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, usually going through the new stage and completing all the missions, including the 2 category type missions, grants you around 23, I believe it's 23 stones. So yeah, it's a little bit less than, let's say, if you're going to take the EZA for the Goku Jr. or the Vegeta Jr., right? So both the Vegeta Jr. and the Goku Jr. ones right here, basically, okay, a few stones off, fine, if you want to get technical about it, are about the same as these two coming here. But as you're going to see down later below, though, we actually got a second Dragon Ball Infinite History event, which is cool. So that's another 23 stones on top of that. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty nice. That's all really good, okay? Then it allowed us to actually get these reward characters from the coin shop. I'm not really going to count this stuff because this is just those coins that we get over the course of the month. If you want to pick them up for collection purposes, go ahead. I personally never did. And then, of course, we get our Year 5 Goku. Okay, so Year 5 Goku, Year 4 Goku. Exactly the same, right? We did not get some SR like this, I guess, unless you want to count these three. But again, these are just random rewards that were from previous events and previous celebrations that you could snag if you want to. But again, they're not like, oh my gosh, you need these cards, right? So moving on to the big LRs are obviously the Vegeta Blue and Gogeta Blue. Obviously, really powerful units. And then two new units that came along with the banners were, again, the Bardock here, and then the Trunks, who became Trunks and Mai, and this became the Bardock and Gine. All right. Now, one thing to note is that there were definitely some more units, as we go down here, that Dokkan awakened during this event. We had the GT Goku, we had the Trunks, we had the Goku, we had the Vegeta, we had the Majin Vegeta, and we had the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. All right, so that's 6 units right there that Dokkan awakened compared to, well, no old units actually. So this introduced new units. This did not introduce new units, besides obviously the new LRs. So I guess take with the pick whichever one you like. Did you like the fact that a bunch of older units Dokkan awakened, but no new units came in, or do you like the fact that we got some new units and we got no old units to Dokkan awaken? I'm kind of in the middle, personally. I like, obviously, that we got new units. It's been a trend ever since the 300 million download celebration, or even before that, that generally with a new Dokkan Fest unit, you get a brand new SSR that will then be on every single banner. So it's cool that we got this Bardock and Gine and this Trunks and Mai, who are phenomenal cards. If you pull them, that's actually amazing. I wasn't able to pull either of them, unfortunately. But it's also nice to also see old cards Dokkan awaken, right? Hello, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. Sometime today, Akatsuki. Like, seriously, there's a bunch of other cards as well. I know probably some stuff is being saved up for Sunday. We're gonna get into that in just a little bit here. So I don't know, kind of interesting. Again, on the defense, you pick however you think it's better. Did Year 4 do it better? Did Year 5 do it better? Again, comment down below. All right. Next, going into the virtual Dokkan Clash. Okay, so we scroll down here. We did not get anything like this. Obviously the Vegeta, I guess you could make as the Broly and the Vegeta. Okay, so we'll get into that in just a second. Virtual Dokkan Clash, though, this is the GT version, and then this is the 5th year anniversary. No new LR came with this. All they simply did was they added in I think it was the 3rd copy in terms of dupes for the LR King Cold and Frieza. That was a bit of a disappointment for me. That was definitely a disappointment for me, so I will take a point off for that, personally. I'll give a final grade at the end, all right? And then finally, we got the EZAs / Awakenings for all 3 of these units. And, actually, technically, the LR Awakening right here. So, this Zamasu became a free-to-play Goku Black with Goku's name in it. So, you can technically run it with other Zamasus, which is cool. And then we got a Dokkan Awakening and an Easy Awakening area for the Broly and Raditz. Or, sorry, the Broly card and then the Vegeta and Raditz. Again, it wasn't a hard event or anything. Luckily, they allowed you to use most of the Time Travelers category, a good chunk of it at least. But it still wasn't the funnest thing to do because, again, I'm just not the biggest fan of easy areas. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. Whereas compared to here, they gave us the Easy A, or Easy Battle, technically, for the Vegeta Jr. And then again, like I said before, if you wanted to count this Goku one right here, and that was it, okay? Now, they did have this Wish Eternal Dragon event thing, and I don't remember the exact details of it. I do want to open it up real quick. I believe we got quite a few stones for the missions and everything. We got like 4 stones by collecting the Dragon Balls, right? So that's a lot of extra stones right there, which is pretty cool. Again, it was only once a day, but if you save them up over the course of that time, then that was pretty nice right there, all right? So again, rank it how you want. Virtual Dokkan Clash. Then we got the TOP banner for Year 5. We got the TOP banner as well. We got Broly Trio, and we got the Rose. Rose is definitely a very good card. I definitely consider him probably top 3, if not top non-Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs. He's not top LR in my opinion, though. He definitely can get hit hard, especially on those longer events. And even on some Super Battle Road stages, he can definitely get hit hard if you get hit quite a bit because he Doesn't have the greatest defense, and even greatly raising his defense on super attack doesn't help sometimes. So again, you know, mileage varies on certain events and everything. I actually like Broly Trio. I don't have them personally, but just use them as friends. They offer a lot of unique possibilities for future cards, and I hope they stick to something like this in the future with using certain orbs to get certain abilities. I actually really do like that. So again, TOP banner, same thing. Then we had the raid battle here with the Omega Shenron. And for year 5, again, we got that second part, that second stage, so stage 6 now of the Infinite Dragon Ball History event. And we got our very first Easy A, unfortunately using area, but nonetheless, we got Easy Area for the Goku Black Zamasu. And LR actually got an Easy A, which is a very, very, very first thing for us to have here. And it kind of opens the doors for having the other Prime Battle LRs getting some awakenings as well. You guys know Tournament Piccolo needs it. You guys know that the Tech Goku needs it, the very, very first LR we ever had. Frieza could definitely use one. He's a need one, but it would be nice for him to have one. And, you know, obviously those other kind of free-to-play units definitely could use these easy areas just to get a nice little bit of extra boost and make them relevant again. So that's something right there. Okay. And then again, that's basically, oh, and then we obviously had the Goku Jr. right here, which is cool. It turns out he did get an easy, oh, he is Extreme Z Awakening. There's no Z here, so I'm so used to seeing that I completely forgot about that myself personally. Okay, so that right there. Honestly, looking at the celebrations, I know that year 5 unfortunately had a little bit of that stigma with, you know, slowly releasing it, especially the free 55 multi with a free LR. That is something that you have to give them though for year 5, regardless of how long they took to give it to us. We didn't have anything like that in here. There was no free LR. In fact, this game basically year 5 gave us 2 free LRs. You got one from the summons and you got a free to play one. That's pretty generous. That is, regardless of how you may feel about how it came out over the stretch of the month, or the lack of a proper Easy A, or a lack of, you know, the missions being broken up into 3 parts. Regardless of your thoughts on that, you cannot deny that, hey, 2 LRs over no free LRs is pretty nice right there, okay? Obviously, I know with the summonable one, that can be a kind of hit or miss. You know, sometimes you can get stuck with someone like LR Goten and Trunks. You could have gotten someone like LR Cell. Regardless of how you feel, though, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself here. You do have to accept that. So just looking at that from that though, overall, I'm not disappointed. Even though this freaking banner here, 3,000 stones to finally get this guy. I'm not gonna dock a point because of bad luck, because I want to. I'm gonna be reasonable here and say I already knew what I was getting myself into. Yes, so not gonna dock it, but a small sinister part of me really wants to. All right, so with that, just looking at these 2 celebrations, personally for me with year 4, I enjoyed year 4. I really did enjoy year 4. Again, the banners did kind of shaft me a little bit, but not as bad as Tech Vegito here did. Based off of these 2 celebrations though, I'm gonna give the year 5 celebration, before looking at the 300 million download celebration, a 7 out of 10. All right. The thing that has kind of brought it down a little bit for me is not having a traditional Easy A. Whether it had been for an older units, I know everyone wanted, you know, Int Vegeta and everything like that, or Rose or something. But if you look back at year 4 didn't give us a new Easy A in terms of the Dokkan Fest ones. It gave us the free-to-play ones. So I'm not going to say like, oh my God, year 5 didn't do that. They never promised that technically. So I'm not going to count it against that. But I am missing that. I am kind of disappointed that there wasn't in a traditional Easy A, or again, an older unit, whether it was a free-to-play or just some other unit that definitely really could have used one or something like that. So, you know, I'm gonna dock a point there. I am gonna dock that. Okay. The second one is Battlefield. Yeah, come on, King Cold and Frieza should have been finished eons ago. It feels like, and yeah, we should have been at a new LR by now. So, again, that's just my personal opinion. Maybe you don't personally care about Battlefield or anything, but I do like the mode, although for some reason they refuse to give us extra currency. Still not a fan of that. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna minus a point there for that. And then let's see here. This is basically like the Hercule event. I love that boss rush was fine. The Infinite Dragon Ball History stages, I actually really like both of the Infinite Dragon Ball History stages. Those are both really good stages to run. They're definitely harder than the Legendary Goku event in my personal opinion. So I definitely like something like that. You know, the both of these free-to-play units right here are definitely really good. The Zomus is, I'm still warming up to him a bit, but because he got his EZA as an LR, it's definitely really good. And it definitely feels like they were a little lackluster on the missions, definitely spreading out a little bit too much, in my personal opinion, or they didn't have as much rewards for the first set of missions, in just the way I'm looking at it personally. So I kind of have to dock him a point for that. So overall, I give it a solid 7. I might bump it up to an 8 if I feel generous. So around there. So hey, that's still a very good score in my book. In terms of year 4, I give it around a 7 to an 8 as well. You know, it was a very good celebration. So again, looking at those two right there, that's how I'm gonna grade it. Now let's go and take a look at something that would have actually bumped this up to a solid 8 for me, potentially even a 9. And unfortunately, we don't have any news about it. Now, technically, we have 5 days until the celebration ends, but it's not looking like we're getting it. And that is this. If you guys saw the V-Jump, I did a translation of this, and this is all for Sand Day and everything, which, by the way, both Global and JP seem to be getting, and I'm going to be making a separate video on my predictions for this. Make sure you check that out as well, or at least hit that sub button, because this will be coming out like right after this, okay? But it's this little bit of news down here about the fact that we're going to be getting a Kyokuken Super Battle Road event, which is supposed to be a brand new Super Battle Road type of event. And Kyokuken means extreme, not extreme typing, like you can only use extreme type, but like extreme Super Battle Road essentially. And it even says right here, I triple checked my kanji, I checked with Goresh, I checked with my coworkers that work with me who know Japanese, obviously, because they are Japanese. And they all said, yeah, it's supposed to be during the 5-year celebration, at least based on this particular picture right here. Well, unless it comes out on Thursday and we only get 4 days to use it, unless it's, you know, something that sticks around for the entire time, it doesn't look like we're getting that. So again, I don't know if this is a misprint or this is something that was meant to say not 5-year celebration, or maybe have some extra kanji on here that says like, hey, after the 5-year celebration, you're going to get some Super Battle Road stages, which based on the fact that we still don't have it or anything, I'm going to guess that that's what's going to happen right there. All right. So that's unfortunately something we can't talk about. All right. Now, let's go and compare it to the 300 million download celebration, because I think a lot of people definitely put 300 million download celebration as kind of one of their top celebrations, all right? Even though, yeah, other things. Okay, so first off, we had the tile breaking challenge, which is very similar to the Frieza one. The Frieza one was a once-a-day thing for some missions, and it was the exact same thing, though, trying to hit this huge, you know, number and get a bunch of mission prizes like that. You had the potential Goku here, which is this Goku and Gohan, which got the exchange mechanic. It's an exchange mechanic. Seriously, I actually liked it. Where is it, Akatsuki? And then we had the Spirit Time Chamber, which you had to get like keys, and we can only do it twice during the entire celebration, if I remember correctly. And it basically allowed you to get a decent amount of Elder Kais, which was cool. All right. New Super Battle Road stages came, which allowed us to get this free-to-play Kid Goku and Bulma. And then Cell was the winner for JP, and Hercule was the one for Global, I believe. So that was something right there. We got the LR Gohan and Cell, and then that came along with a new card, the 16, and then the Cell Juniors. I'm not going to get into how I feel about them. Virtual Dokkan Clash, or again, Battlefield, came with 2 new brand new SSRs. You had the Krillin and the 18. Love this Krillin. Krillin's actually really amazing. Stacks defense the whole 9 yards. So he's very good for a free-to-play team. Then we had the, I don't know why this is back down here again. We already knew about this. We had the first introduction of the easy area for the Goku and the Vegeta cards that exchange into Gohan or Trunks. We had the Cell one, which was clearing all these stages to get some extra stones, which was really nice. And then the introduction of the Dragon Ball History events. So that was 2 stages, if I remember correctly. So that was basically 50 stones, give or take. And then again, the easy areas. Then we had a raid battle. Then that actually awakened this old STR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who became a kind of a free-to-play-ish type of Kamehameha category lead. Then we had the new LR with that LR banner, and then that was basically it. I'm not really counting, obviously, old story events coming back or anything, so it is what it is. And then, obviously, Future Gohan was the final stuff after that. So, overall, in terms of stuff that we have seen through all these three different celebrations, you know, some things are traded for other things, but overall, it looks, at least on paper, it looks almost the same, right? Obviously, there's not a traditional EZA here in year 5. There are no Super Battle Road stages in both year 5 and year 4. The 300 million download celebration didn't have a free-to-play LR for anything. So, but we got those exchange mechanic things. There wasn't a traditional EZA in this particular thing, unless you count the raid battle, I guess, which I guess you can, you can't. I don't know. It depends on what you want to, how you want to count it and everything. So, again, different things have come and gone through the celebrations. So, in terms of these per 3 celebrations, I kind of rank them all around the same area, between a 7 and an 8, honestly, right? And again, my wants and needs and my thoughts on certain celebrations are going to vastly be different from yours because, for example, the big thing that killed my hype with the 300 million download celebration was these units, right? But I love the battlefield units. I love the Infinite Dragon Ball history events and everything. Year 5, I didn't like the fact that we didn't get a traditional EZA. That was kind of a bummer right there. And not to mention Battlefield didn't bring in an LR or anything. Year 4, I loved the fact that old units got an awakening, which was really, really cool. And then I loved the events here. And again, traditional EZA battles and the fact that we got that GT LR OOP. That was really cool. So, yeah. Overall, I'd say it's right in line with the other celebrations. There are some things I like about it, some things I don't like about it, and just overall, I give it between a 7 and an 8. That's honestly where I'm going to score it right now. So, anyway, guys, now it's your turn. Comment down below. What is your top, in terms of ranking these 3 celebrations, which ones do you like the best? Which ones? Let me know down in the comments below, all right? I tried to hit every single fact that I could using Dokkan Wiki. Shout out to the Dokkan Wiki for always having this stuff updated. And yeah, this is all my personal opinion in the end, all right? If you disagree with me, that's completely fine. Let's have a civil conversation in the comments and let's just discuss this stuff, okay? No yelling, no cursing each other, anything like that, all right? So, anyway, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And again, I will have that Sanday prediction, Bardock family stuff out very, very soon, all right? So, anyway, that's gonna be it for today, though. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one. Johnny.